In the African system, the divinity is the totality of creation, and it is the only thing that exists. And everything else is an expression of an aspect of the divine essence. That's just the opposite of what the European think.
Western civilization has taken itself out of nature, as opposed to the African, who is in nature and sees the Creator in everything.
But our ancestors acknowledged that there was one Creator, there was one God.
The Creator, the Source, the One. The being that we in Western society refer to as God.
Our ancestors knew that we couldn't get to understand the Creator through just one aspect or one component.
And so our ancestors came to their knowledge, their understanding of one Creator through their meticulous study of nature.
The concept of nature, that the African tradition is that we are one with nature. We are nature.
You need to understand the mineral domain, then the plant domain, and then the animal domain.
The Africans' position on the divinity is that no one can know God. Even in the Christian tradition, they said no one can know God. So the African says, no one can know God, but we can know some of God's attributes and some of God's qualities and some of God's personality.
And as a matter of fact, the word that is oftentimes translated as God coming from out of ancient Kemet, or what people today call ancient Egypt, is the word nature, from which we get the word nature.
They call them netchers, okay? Netcheru.
Aspects of nature. Neteru is the plural for neter. And these are concepts of nature.
So, whereas they came across this term nature, which means power or principle of nature, they translated it to mean gods.
And erroneously, a lot of people call these things gods. The Africans do not call Heru a god, or Hathor a god, or Nephthys a god, or Set a god.
That is an immediate red flag that makes somebody say, hey, wait a minute, there's only one God. All that other stuff, that must be pagan, that must be polytheistic.
Neter is a Kemetic word which means the principle or aspect of the divine.
Aspects of divinity's personality. Aspects of the essence of the divinity's personality.
And so they identified specific aspects of nature that were associated with the land, with water, with air, with the sun, with plants, with animals.
All animals, that's birds, bees, ants, insects, fish, all of them were here before human beings was on this planet. So now, if certain animals know how to survive in the desert, all I gotta do is study those animals and I get a clue.